Hi guys, Nicholas here at Calisthenics, and today we're going to talk about the most important push-ups. Those of you who are familiar with calisthenics and working out have probably seen a lot of different types of push-ups around the internet. I also posted many different variations of the push-ups that exist and are great to practice and to have fun with. But today I really wanted to narrow it down to the three most important variations that you need to master in order to get better at everything else, really. And these three types of push-ups are going to really be a game changer once you master them. And if you already are practicing them, you can just increase the volume, add some isometric holds to them. There's a lot of different things that we can still add to the drills that we're doing to make them a little harder. So the first thing we're going to talk about is the what I call the pulse push-up. So let's play the video and then we're going to pause and talk about it. So the pulse push-up looks just like that. It's a classic push-up, except you're going to pulse. You want to inhale on the way down and exhale on the way up. So I'll just pause it here and we're going to rewind real quick. So why is it called the pulse push-up? The idea is that you really want to take off at the top of the push-up, meaning you want to kind of you kind of want to lift your hands off the ground as if you're floating in a way. What it does is it forces you to be explosive and dynamic during your move, which is a lot of time what people miss when they do some push-ups. You know, they do kind of the controlled way, which is valid if the form is good, but to get to the next level, you really want to be able to do those jump push-ups or the pulse push-ups, that are basically going to trigger different muscle fibers in your body and really will be a great addition to whatever you're doing now. And it's really going to pay off once you start getting adding numbers to those sets. So, you know, try to get 20, 30 pulse push-ups in a row and you'll feel the exhaustion happening again. So pay attention to my hands in the video. I'm just going to replay it with you here. And every rep, I'm trying to really lift it up. So my palms are really taking off the ground on every time. And that forces me to, at the top of the movement, protract. So really, I'm pushing with all I got at the top. I'm pushing with my shoulders. See here, my shoulders are really protracted at the top. I'm really trying to get my core super tight, pushing through my rib cage, and it really elevates me. Even my feet are pushing up. So it's a very subtle detail, but it really will pay. It will basically really give you results once you start implementing those in your routine. So be dynamic on every single rep. Very important. And you'll see progress from just doing that and adding that little tweak to your routine. Very efficient. The second push-up we're going to talk about, that's basically one of the most important, is the diamond push-up, in which you want to have a hollow body. So a lot of people don't really practice this type of push-up properly. So here we're going to dive into the form. So you want to have your hands narrow as a diamond or almost a diamond. If you're a little bit stuck in the mobility, you don't have to do a perfect diamond. It could be slightly separate, but as long as you try to really tuck your elbows in, that's the idea here. You don't want your elbows to flare. And that's really what most people are doing most of the time. The common mistake is to flare your elbows. So try to really tuck everything in. Use your lats, use your full body, and let's see how it looks. And you want to bring your hands under your chest, not under your head. So it's really going to make a difference, sorry. So bring your body all the way down where your hands are and then press back up. And one thing to notice here is really I'm trying to keep that hollow body, so that slightly curved body throughout the whole movement. So let's replay this. I'm descending, and here at the bottom it's the same form. So I'm not sagging, I'm really pressing all I have. It's actually way harder than it looks. So I highly recommend you get on these and press up. Same thing, you protract your shoulders at the top, you exhale while you get up, and you repeat that. And try to get as low as you can, meaning you want your elbows to be at a 90-degree angle here, because if you stop higher, you're not going to get the full benefit of that type of push-up. And any push-up really should have that 90-degree bent elbow when you practice them. That's the a cue to know that you're doing it right. So go all the way to the bottom where your elbows are bent and then press back up. Very important. The diamond push-up will take you a very long way, and add some volume to that, and I guarantee you results. So if you already can do anywhere from 5 to 10, let's say, in a row, that's a great start. But keep pushing. So do 20 at a time, do 30 at a time, even more than that. It doesn't really, there's no limit to it. And add as many sets as you can. Take as little rest as you can, and like everything else that we've done, that I've shown you on that channel since the beginning, the more you do, the better. If you do it right, and the less rest, the better. Same thing, as long as you can maintain the form and that you don't give up form for volume. So that's really the essential element here. Keep that form right and work your way up with time. So diamond push-ups, big time difference, and I highly recommend these. Now let's dive into the last one here, which is the decline push-up. The decline push-up is a major component of gains, so highly recommend to get on these as well. They're not easy to do, because what happens is what most people do is they're sagging their lower back at the bottom, so you see a bad arch. A lot of people are just not good enough to doing them, and they just miss the point, and basically you see arched back all day. They go down and they arch, they go up, like they kind of swing their body up and down. It's terrible. And for those who can't do it right, it's really not going to pay. It's not going to pay off. Basically, you won't get results. So when you do those decline, pay attention to your form. So if you can only do 3 to 5 reps at a time, even 1 to 3 reps, whichever you can do, as long as it's right, add this to your workouts, guaranteed results. So let's see how it looks in proper form. I'm really trying to keep my body straight all the way and still going all the way down. Getting that 90-degree bend in the elbow and coming back up. So let's rewind this real quick. So the cue here is to tilt your pelvis in all the way. So for those of you guys who watch my videos, the pelvis tilt, is an essential element of success, really. As long as you can do that, you're really going to get good form in most of your training workouts. So pay attention to your pelvis. Make sure that the rib cage is tucked in. Basically, your serratus, your torso, everything needs to be tucked in. You can't sag, whether it's on the way down or the way up. It needs to be really, really tight and contracted all the way. And breathe out, exhale on the way up. Bring your chest almost at the bottom, really, again, my lower back's not arching here, super crucial. My legs are super engaged, my glutes are engaged, everything works in there. And again, practice the decline push-ups. Your chest is going to really feel it. Your whole body really will feel it. It adds weight down, basically, so your push-up is going to feel twice as hard, and it's going to be mechanically harder to do than a classic push-up. So you really are going to get a lot of progress by practicing these. And same thing that the diamond, try to really protract at the top here, really. I'm really trying to finish tall and keep my straight line as long throughout the whole movement, So breathe in and exhale. So really, can't stress enough how these will really affect your workouts in a positive way. I highly recommend to implement those for those of you guys who are on the program. Whenever the push-ups are coming up in the workout sheets, feel free to just implement those as well. You can really have fun by mixing up a bunch of different variations, but really make sure that these 3 types of push-ups are part of your routine, because they will make a difference, and you will see for yourself, as long as you start doing it regularly, it will pay off. So as usual, guys, if you like those videos, please click the like button, the subscribe button. Really helps me out, and it helps other people find this content on YouTube. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to drop in the comments. I'm always happy to answer. And in the meantime, I wish you a great week and great workouts. And I will be back next week with a new video. Take care, guys.